Hi, y'all. It's Catty Connie coming at you again on this wonderful, well, it's kind of a little gloomy, but wonderful Monday morning. Glad to be alive. This was quite the weekend, wasn't it? Friday, there was all that war going on over there in Israel, and Israel was shooting. They said they didn't do it. United States said they didn't do it either. But let's just say that a lot of things got destroyed and a lot of bombs went off. So whoever did it, I'm sure you know who it was. Anyway, we had that going on, and then there were two Russian subs located off of the coast of one was off the east coast of the United States, and the other one was down by Florida. You know, kind of makes you think a little bit. Anyway, it was located down there, and all I was watching this one channel I like to watch, and he had red alert, and excuse me, and all of this hoopla going on, and the sirens going on, and I thought, boy, we are living in a crazy world, aren't we? What happened to, geez, Sesame Street? Everybody had a sunny day and they were all happy skipping along with Big Bird, and now we got subs on our coast. And you kind of wonder, why? Why? Why did all this start? Well, I got my ideas on it. I just think it's a flat distraction. Let's get a war going so that we can't get Trump in office. But I've already spoke my piece on that. Anyway, so this weekend we had a good weekend. We all got together and ate some dinner, and we were all talking and laughing, and you know it was brought up that how they say that you end up looking like the animal you have. How they say, oh my goodness, look at that guy, looks just like his poodle. Or, oh my God, that guy looks just like his Great Dane. Or, oh my gosh, he looks just like his pug. So, we were talking about it, and I thought, well, we could take some of these celebrities and real important people, and we could put them in an animal category. Like, you know, P. Diddy isn't anything but a pig. Dirty old rotten pig. Ro- just rolling around in the mud and in the dirt and the nastiness. Then you got Nancy Pelosi. I think she kind of slithers around on her belly a little bit. Then you got, let's see, who else? Biden's got that kind of cow look. You know how a cow looks? It just kind of looks at you and chews its cud because it knows it doesn't have any life and knows it's going to be dinner on the dinner table for somebody someday. Yeah, that's kind of the look you get from Biden. And then you got some, fleas like Adam Schiff. He's kind of a flea. Well, in fact, the more you look at it, there's a lot of fleas up there in Congress. They just buzz around and they want to bite everybody and bug everybody, just be a pest. Yeah, I think that I got those animals, pretty, pretty dead right. Don't you think? Let's talk about and Trump. Well, if I had to put him in a category, I'd have to say that he would be kind of like a stallion, because they're stubborn. Stubborn as a mule. and they don't do anything until you train them and teach them. Once they get it, they get it, and they're probably one of the best horses there is once they get it. And I think Trump's got it now. I think the first time we went up there, they decorated around and paraded around like little fancy horses at the circus, and never told him the real truth. Never did anything that he needed to do. So yeah, you got AOC. She's got to be a real prancer. But when you get to looking at it, you can kind of relate to all that. They passed that bill just the other day. They're going to give everybody money. Everybody except the people that need the money. We got homeless on the streets. We got vets everywhere. Don't have nowhere to be. And we're going to give $1 billion to Ukraine, and we're going to give $1 billion to Taiwan. We're going to give $1 billion to everybody except people that need it. And then when they passed the bill, they just waved that Palestinian flag. So just like they were just as happy as they could be over there waving their flag. Why are you waving a different country's flag in our Congress? Why? I just think that's about as stupid as stupid comes. You just don't get no stupider than that. When you're in America, you should be happy to be in America and you should be waving the American flag. There used to be an old saying that was, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Well, you're in America, so do as Americans do. And that isn't waving those foreign flags in our Congress, that's for sure. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting a little bit today. But boy, I woke up this morning thinking to myself, where has somebody just picked me up and dropped me off on another planet somewhere? 'Cause it sure don't feel like America to me. Everybody wants to fight with everybody, and then we got all these people coming in, and the amazing thing is we can't get anybody to join the military. And if I was a kid about that age, I wouldn't join either. Why? Why would you want to? They're just on their way to war, and you know it. So I wouldn't want to go in there and fight for a country that wants to wave a flag for a foreign country in Congress. Doesn't make a whole hill of beans to me, I'm telling you right now. So it came up and they made a comment. They might have to bring back the draft. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You're going to bring back the draft? Because nobody wants to fight for a country that ain't fighting for itself? You guys got to think about that. Why would you want to fight for a country that isn't even fighting for itself? I have seen stupid and I have seen dumb, but I think this falls in the category of ignorant and stupid too. Well, I talked to my brother-in-law, and he watched my video the other day, and I accidentally called him Clem, and I thought that I'd get by with it. Well, guess what? I couldn't, because he watched that video and he sent me a little text and said, my name ain't Clem. My name is Cram. I thought, oh, that's right, I'm sorry. Forgive me, Cram. So, yeah, let's talk about a couple other things here. We got somebody was telling me how they can seed the clouds. Now, I heard that a long time ago, and I thought that sounded a little bit far fetched. They could see the clouds and make the weather change, and It ain't so far fetched anymore. I think they can change the weather. And I think they can do a lot of different things. I think our government can do a lot of things they're not telling us. Well, like, for instance, it's a law that to vote, you have to have, well, one, a driver's license, and two, Social Security card, right? And got to be born in the United States or be registered as a United States citizen. You can't run across a border and just get yourself registered to vote because it doesn't work that way. Well, in Texas, they just registered 215,000. Not 200, not 150, not even 50. 215,000. Think about that. That's enough to flop a state from one color to the other, don't you think? I think so. And I think they're trying to steal Texas. And by golly, I think that is, cheaters never win. Let's get that straight right now. Cheaters never win. They did last time, and look what they've done to us. But I don't think they're going to win again. Dear God in heaven, I hope not. I hope they don't win, because they could destroy us. We could be the United States craziness or the new Republic of Stupidity. Well, it's been a good morning on Monday, hasn't it? Having to sit here and listen to me rant and rave about animals and crazy people and Congress and bills and y'all are sitting there struggling and trying to make ends meet. Well, I say a prayer every night for all y'all out there. I do because I think the good Lord listens to us, and I think, and I can almost bet something's going to come up, and it's going to be something crazy. And it ain't gonna be where little tiny rainfall or little tiny tornado or anything. It's gonna be something big and massive. And hopefully it starts in the swamp of DC. That's another thing I wanted to bring up. When you go to vote, don't you study those people? Well, I study what they have to say. They say I'm going there to do this and I'm going there to do that and I am going there to stop all of this and I'm going there to, and you think, that's the one I want, the one that's going to go and stop all this nonsense. And then they get up there and they turn into somebody you didn't even know. They're not doing anything they said they were going to do. I think when you walk in the doors of the swampland, you turn into a swamp creature. So I think they better change and move the White House someplace else because I think the swamp people change them and make them something else. I never seen so many swampy people and crooked people in my life. I You can look in somebody's eyes and tell whether they're telling you the truth or not, or if they're up to no good. Boy, I tell you what, pay attention. You see that in the eyes of a bunch of people on TV, and you think to yourself, how did you get up there? Did you pay your way up there? Or somebody pay their way up there? Did George Soros buy? Speaking of George Soros, I was looking at him the other day, and I think he kind of resembles uh, uh, kind of like a pug, but his eyes are like way over here on the side of his head. So it's kind of like a mix between the pug and that blowfish. I don't know, guys. It's a crazy world we live in, and it don't seem to be getting any better. All we can do is pray and hope that things get turned around, because if they don't, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. So, like I said, I do my prayers for all y'all out there, and I got a good feeling something is going to come up. Something's going to come up and something's going to change. Because the Lord promised us He wasn't going to let a lot of this happen. He talked about Gog and Magog, and we might be there, but you know what I'm going to tell you? He said it's going to come out good in the end. So, we just got to pull up our bootstrings and hold on to our britches. Because it's going to get a lot better, don't you know? I can just promise you. All right. Well, y'all take care. You have a good week. We go live on Thursdays with me and Loudmouth Linda. We had a little technical difficulties last Thursday. Sorry about all that. And we'll talk about all this stuff. If you could think of somebody that looks like an animal to you, write it down in the comments. I'd be curious to see who you think looks like what. Please like and subscribe. Share the video out there, and let everybody else get a good laugh on this Monday morning. All right. You take care of yourself. Love ya. Bye.